At the time when I'm writing this video, Bojack Horseman Season 6 is airing in a little over a month, marking the end of the beloved series, and I really wanted to make a video celebrating it, but I didn't know where to go with it, but I for sure knew I wanted to talk about it. I make these videos to talk about my feelings towards different stuff in animation in a lot more of an emotional way than just a cookie cutter review, and I had a really strong emotional response to Bojack Horseman. Not in a Your Name way where it made me realize my appreciation for animation and the beauty that the medium can bring. By the way, check out my previous video on that. But more of a personal way where I could relate to these characters, and it made me realize something within myself. I'm not trying to be cliche, I'm just being honest. If you don't know what Bojack Horseman is, then let me explain. Bojack Horseman is an adult comedy show about Bojack Horseman.
Yeah, who knew?
A washed-up actor from a 90s sitcom, and who struggles with getting back in the public spotlight. That's all the context I needed to start watching the show, so you're good. I would say at least watch the first season. The first 2 to 3 episodes are a little shaky, but when it picks up, it really picks up. So please, if you haven't seen the whole show, put this video and watch later and binge it. It'll be worth it. Trust me. Now let's talk about the cool things in the show, which are mainly the characters and how they connect to the viewer. The characters are all super chill people.
I mean, not really if you've actually seen this show.
Bruh, shut the hell up. That I could see existing in real life. I like them all. I like Bojack, I like Todd, I like Princess Carolyn, I love Mr. Peanut Butter. If I had to choose one character that I dislike the most out of the main cast, it'd have to be Diane, but even then, she's not terrible, she just gets on my nerves sometimes. Which is done on purpose. And I personally believe if my response is congruent to your goal, then you win. You like that word? Yeah, congruent. I learned that in geometry. Woo! However, in my viewing experience, there was a defining moment from when I went to watching this show because I wanted to see this cool story about a sad horse guy to watching this show because I was emotionally tied to it. Well, what do I mean by emotionally tied? Well, you know when you're watching a show or movie or playing a game and something just strikes a chord with you, you know? Bling. When something strikes a chord with you, and it's got you watching like, oh my god, how's a trick rabbit gonna get out of this one? Well, for me, the point where I really connected and got truly invested was when I realized that Bojack kept losing. The public perception of storytelling, especially animated storytelling, is that seasons end in happy ways, but with enough open to continue the story, which is good. Those types of stories aren't bad, that's why they're so successful. Hell, a lot of the second seasons or middle points of stories are typically dark. That's a 3-act structure. I think I've talked about it before. But, you know, the way Bojack does it really caught me off guard. Bojack Horseman doesn't end its seasons like, wow, we did it. I'm so complete. Is that a plot point I see? It's a lot more like, well, I'm not happy, but I'm not sad either. You know what I mean? And that's because at the tail end of every season, Bojack gets so close to happiness. He fucks up, he tumbles, he falls back into his hole of despair. And that's a good thing. Not for Bojack, I mean like in the writing. In context of the show, these fallbacks are a realistic portrayal of mental illness. Whoa, Zion, that was a really quick turn from talking about you can relate these characters to mental illness. Is this bad video writing? Whoa. See, shows like 13 Reasons Why are bad. It's doo-doo butter. It boils down to no bad people, no depression.
Good job, sir, you just solved depression.
It never tackles legitimate mental illness in all of its 3 seasons. And yes, I've watched all 3. Why? I don't know. Some sort of connection of me wanting to see if it ever improved to my tiger! Anyway, enough talking about 13 pecan pies. Let's go back to Bojack and connecting to its characters. I can relate to the way Bojack is written. Now, I'm not saying all the time, but more times than I'd like. I either feel like trash, stay in bed awake doing nothing for way too long, think too much, or have voices in my head shouting my insecurities. Hell, even right now I'm doubting that I should write this, but I trust y'all enough to get what I'm trying to say. Now, I don't know if what I have is a mental illness, teenage angst, or just normal emotions people go through, but that doesn't change the fact that I feel this way. And I don't talk about it that much mentally, or at least I try not to, because it makes me feel dumb. It makes me feel broken or something. And Bojack Horseman made me feel normal. Here I was thinking that these feelings were weird, and I was weird for feeling them. And there was a whole show under my nose with tons of characters that feel like this in similar ways, in varying ways. And it's considered a great show. And I'm not saying that these feelings are healthy. If you can get help, get help. But for someone like me who really can't get professional help right now, it's nice to know that I'm not alone, especially in my favorite artistic form of all time. To put it bluntly, Bojack Horseman made me feel like it was okay to be sad. But hey, that's just me.
Mr. Peanut Butter and Bojack Horseman in the same room. What is this? A crossover episode?
But it's fake.
Yeah, well, it makes me feel.
Or any of the shitty things that happened to you in your career.
It made me too sad.
Fuck, man. What else is there to say?
Now get the fuck out of my house.
Remember, the only thing that matters is right now. This moment. This spectacular moment we are sharing together. Right, Sarah Lynn?
Anyway guys, I hope you enjoyed the video. I'm sorry that this one was a little sad like the last one. I promise my next one isn't gonna be that sad. It's probably gonna be fun and silly and stuff like that. But if you did enjoy the video, click that like button, and while you're down there, leave a comment on your thoughts on the topic and your opinions on Bojack Horseman. Did you watch season 6? Hope you did, I literally told you to. But hey, you don't have to listen to me. But if you can listen to me, I would say subscribe for more good videos like this. And if you want to see more of me, and you've already watched all my videos, I'm actually in 2 videos. I'm in a video by Man of 1,000 Thoughts, down in the description I have a little small part, and also a video by Toonrific Tariq. If you guys know me, you should know them if you don't already. They make amazing content, and they're way bigger than me, so the chances are you came to me from them. Anyway, check those videos out, they're hilarious. So, I hope you guys like the video. Like I said, follow me on my social medias if you want to hear updates from me. And as always, hope y'all have a damn good one. Peace.